Welcome back to Living Local. For pregnant women looking for ways to relax or stay fit, prenatal yoga may be one consideration. The practice might also help moms prepare for labor, promote baby's health, and recover after delivery. Joining me in studio, I have Roberta Kelinson. She is the owner of Born to Breathe Prenatal Yoga. Thank you so much for being here.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Okay, so what is your history as a yoga instructor?
Well, as I started to become a student on my mat, I thought to myself, this is a profession that I want to get into. I loved it so much. I saw the benefits for my body. I do have rheumatoid arthritis, which at that point was not diagnosed yet. And so I decided to take my 200-hour training and graduated in 2012. I am currently just a few weeks away from getting my 300, which will make me a 500-hour registered yoga teacher. I have over at least 200 hours in prenatal training and also postnatal training. So it's a passion that I've had for a long time, and I finally am living my dream.
That is so exciting.
Thank you.
How did Born to Breathe get started? Obviously, you fell in love with yoga through your own practice and seeing the benefits. But what about prenatal, postnatal yoga attracted you?
Well, the benefits for the women involved, plus the empowerment. It's, I always try to help my students empower their birth. Whatever the birth is for them, I tell them it's your body, it's your baby, and it's your birth. But I want you to be empowered. I don't want you to go into it not having any education. And I feel that empowerment for women is huge. And so when I thought about, you know, what style of yoga do I really want to focus on, it became prenatal yoga and postnatal.
It just made sense for you.
It did.
You know, I have a lot of friends and family members who have gone through pregnancy, and as we all know, there are definitely some discomforts associated with growing life inside of you for, you know, 9-10 months. And so what are some common discomforts that you see with your the members that come through?
Most of my students will tell me that they have low back and hip issues, discomfort, occasionally carpal tunnel, and the other biggie is a heartburn and indigestion, because everything's getting shoved upward and there's really not a lot of space for the other internal organs. So those are some of the most common discomforts.
Gotcha. And Roberta, what are some of the benefits that prenatal yoga can provide before the birth happens?
There are a lot, actually. The prenatal poses that I teach are safe for mom and baby. They help mommy build strength and stamina in her body, which will move over to labor and to birth. We work on breath work. We do a lot of breathing to get them out of their heads, because again, during labor and during birth, they're going to need to get out of their own way and be able to go more inward to relax. We just do all kinds of things to, again, empower them for their birth. And then I try to teach them things that they can take off of the mat as well.
Yeah, it's an incredibly practical thing that they can apply right to their delivery. And I know that breathing has got to be incredibly beneficial. So let's move after birth. How can postnatal yoga provide some benefits? Well,
postnatally, they will feel stronger more quickly after giving birth. Even if they've had a cesarean section, they're going to be able to get back a little bit easier. Also, there is some research out there that says it can have a positive impact on PPD, which is postpartum depression. And we are all concerned about depression whenever it impacts any human being. So prenatally, those kinds of things are going to help mom. I also show them poses during prenatal yoga that they can do after baby's born, to just help themselves get into that routine and calm themselves down.
That's great. Roberta, what is your most unique class, would you say?
Oh, my most unique class is definitely my aquanatal. I teach at the downtown Rock Island YWCA because the water's nice and warm. And most of my moms that come to that class are like, oh my goodness, I don't feel pregnant. It lifts that weight off of them. Their joints are more flexible. You know, there's not a lot of issue with joints in the water. They're really getting a great workout as well. I've been told by some of them that it's the best night of sleep I have after I come to Aquanatal.
And that sleep is so vital to, you know, anyone's health, but especially
Right.
when you're pregnant, you have the extra stressors on your life. So nice to get a good night's sleep.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm sure it's low impact too because it's in the
Right.
pool, so that's perfect.
Yeah. And they're getting a lot of resistance with the water that they don't even really recognize. And then when they walk out of the pool, they're like, oh yeah, gravity's back again. So yeah, that's my most unique class. And most of the students who have been there just love it.
And if someone's interested in trying out a class, how can they go about doing that?
Sure. Well, I have a website. They can check out my website. They can also follow me on Facebook. All of the classes that I teach are posted there either the night before or the day of. And all I have to do is show up. There's plenty of room wherever I teach. So all I have to do is come, and that's it.
Perfect. Just be present.
Just be present. Exactly.
All right, Roberta, you brought your yoga mat today.
I did.
So I would love for you to show us some of your favorite poses when it comes to kind of releasing some of that either pre or postnatal discomfort.
Okay, great. So one of the things for the low back would be just being on their hands and knees with their hips nice and wide because it drops baby down and away from their spine and giving them some relief. And then just kind of doing a little cat breath here. They can actually move the hips side to side. Another great pose to do for alignment, stability, and balance is Baddha Konasana, which is a cobbler pose. And we actually just kind of butterfly the legs here a little bit.
Oh, that feels so good on the hips.
So good, so good. Even taking a leg out to the side and just doing a little bit of a side stretch so they can breathe into the rib cage and move baby parts a little bit here and there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, wonderful, Roberta.
Yeah.
We appreciate you so much for being here.
Yes,
and
thank
love what you're
you.
doing for the women in our community.
Thank you so much.
All right, for more information, visit borntobreathe.net. We'll also have more details posted on ourquadcities.com. More Living Local continues on right after this.